Should I ask you all to stand up and turn around so you're not going to fall asleep? Because I don't have a presentation there. Can we do that? One quick twirl.
Yeah.
Stand up, up. I definitely don't want to put you all to sleep talking about technology. So, okay, thank you so much. That's fantastic. Hi, very good afternoon to everybody. Thank you to Sanjam, Bleu Éclaire, Maritime SheEO for giving me this opportunity and a very debated topic, right? AI buzzwords. So let me start by asking, what are the latest buzzwords that you've been hearing this past week? Because I know we are hearing a lot these days. Any new buzzwords? Vibe coding? Augmented reality? Drones? So it's very hard to keep up with AI, which makes it very challenging for an industry like ours to implement it. And that's why it's important that we understand how do we really get value in our space, right? So I'm going to play a quick game, and you all will help me, okay? So this is 2 truths and a lie. I'm going to give you all 3 statements, and you'll tell me which one of it is a lie. This is about AI's performance, so this is not us, okay? So there were 3 questions that I asked AI, and the AI answered this, and you'll tell me which one. So first one is, what is required to transport raw meat? And the AI came back and said, you need refrigeration, and you need, all of that. Then I asked, what is the nearest port to Bangalore, right? And it said New Mangalore. And then I asked AI to extract the container number from bill of lading, and it extracted. So which of this is a lie? 1, 2, and 3. 3? 3. Actually, that's wrong. AI is smarter than that, and that's because in a bill of lading, you have context to a container number, and the container number is listed. You'll be surprised to know that AI didn't know that New Mangalore is not really a mostly used port, but it was actually Chennai, so it's missing the context, right? So you will have to work with AI to get what you want, and it's not as easy as, hey, let's go and implement AI. And I'm speaking to you all with an experience of working with a lot of TMS systems, doing a lot of integrations. I'm not an engineer. I am from business, but I've been working on implementing AI solutions because business context is what is missing. Everybody is talking about AI, and I don't think anybody is talking about how do you really get in business, and that's the lack we have today. So that's where it becomes important that we need to get the business context, and that's, so how do you really derive value of logistics, right? First, my friends from the Indian Maritime University, they were talking about data. I was very happy to see that. So that's where it starts. The very famous saying that garbage in, garbage out, all of that is true. If you don't have clean data, you are not going to get good results from AI. Is that clear? If you don't have good data, you will not get it. So if anybody here in leadership, my only urge to you is don't go to your team and say, Q1 2026, I want AI implemented in my business application. That is not going to work. And let me tell you, McKinsey says only 5% of AI implementations are a success. Only 5%. Because everybody wants to put their money. Everybody is saying, hey, let's implement AI. They don't know what to do. They're trying to do something. And then it fails. And you're going to lose motivation if you do that. So my suggestion there would be work with the experts to do that. If your core competence is not AI, if your core competence is logistics, is maritime, is forwarding, you have to be very good at that and get somebody who knows AI to help you with that, right? Because that's very essential. And if you're working, and I know in our business this happens a lot, right? If you need to book a shipment or track something, it's obviously like 5 emails, probably 2 Excels, and a couple of WhatsApp messages that are sent. Now, how can you automate a process that's so fragmented and that lives in people's head? And if one person is missing, then you don't know what's the status of that, right? So the real value will come only if you're spending time to standardize your process, and only then you will think about implementing AI. AI will not replace humans, right? We have the concept of human in the loop. Has anybody heard of that? Human in the loop, yeah? It's where we are saying, hey, let's have AI take the job, and humans will come and manage exceptions or manage outlier scenarios. I don't think that's the way for us to do it, right? It should be AI in the loop. The core of our business is people, right? And we use AI to help make us more efficient, to take away the boring work, which means that you have to automate the more simpler things first. Don't hire an AI innovations manager. I have an AI team, and I'm going to do that, right? Because if your data is not right, if it's not talking to each other properly, it's going to fail. And if there's one message that I want for all of you, it is that don't blindly say, I'm going to implement AI for the team. The strategic decisions should be made by humans, okay? So there are a couple of things that I can talk about. Documents can be automated, your quoting process can be automated, customer service can be automated, but don't go and say, I'm going to automate everything. You cannot automate your business. So there are 2 things that I think will be easier for everybody to remember. One is a horizontal integration that you do for something that happens across, right? Or you do a vertical functional integration. Pick one, spend 2 weeks to work with the data. If you cannot map it in your book and write, this is the process that I have, you're not going to automate it. Okay, so anybody who's used AI in your organizations at work and it's been successful? Can I quickly get the use case? Mm. Yes, but you did invest the time before AI did that, and I would think it's the starting step, and it's not automating. Give me the entire curriculum, and then it's just ready to go. Definitely. Okay. Yes. Exactly. Yeah. Anybody? Right. Yes. Isn't that more work? Absolutely. I think that's the true case, right? We hear 2 examples here about definitely AI is going to help you, but if you need to have good data, and you need to know what you want. You cannot let AI decide for you. And I'm sure you've heard this over and over again, but if you want to be successful, and as a fellow member of this community, that's what I would say. And most importantly, educate your team and make sure that they are all ready for the change. I see I'm over time, but if you guys want to have a chat, I'm very happy to connect. And please use this conference to ask each other, where are you using AI? Because you'll probably learn from their successful experience instead of failing by yourself and then, paying for those mistakes. So thank you so much for your time and attention. I hope nobody's fallen asleep, and enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you.